my East Coast came out. Very excited, not only to have the couple guests that I have here, but also Rachel Swann.
Hey, hi, howdy. How are you doing?
My old cohort here on the Americana Morning Show.
I promise to try my best to be nice. I'm going to do all I can.
Yeah, you're not really good with that.
I know.
I know. Well, Rachel, please tell us who we have. We have special guests in the audience.
Well, you know, it's big
crowd
festival season here in New Braunfels, and the big 10-day salute to sausage is coming up.
Sausage, that's what we call it in Philly. Yeah, sausage.
I'll try my best.
Okay, good.
So we have the Opas in studio with us, and you may hear some light festive music in the background. Alex Meixner also in with us.
Wow. This is an all-star day.
We have Miles Granzin, Wurstfest 2022 president, Bob DiFonzo, Wurstfest Grossa Opa, and David Huddleston, Wurstfest festival chairman, all to sit in and talk with us today.
Well, that's great. I love it. Well, since you are dressed for the occasion, and I am dressed pretty much...
I wear dirndls on Wednesday. We know this.
I am dressed exactly the way that I dressed 365 days out of the year, black and more black. But
inside and out.
Since you are, yes, my soul is as black as my heart. You're dressed and you're ready to go. Why don't you begin our interview?
First of all, for those, we have a lot of new people to New Braunfels and a lot of people that may not even know. What are the Opas? And I guess I'll give this one to who would like to jump in. We're pointing.
How come everybody's pointing at Bob?
We're pointing. All right, Bob. Why don't you take that one? What is an Opa?
Well, the Opas are volunteers. There's about 300 of us in the Wurstfest Association. And back in 1961, when Ed Grist first thought of having a salute to Sausage Week, he got together with about 10 of his very good friends. And over the course of about 4 years, they came up, what are we going to call these guys? And they called them Opas. So the Opas are responsible for putting on the festival and making sure the folks that are coming to the festival have a great time. And
Opa means?
Grandpa.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you we're speaking with Miles Granzin now. Tell us a little bit about what else the Opas do.
Well, throughout the community, we'll do things with different organizations about what we try to do is we bring in all these nonprofit organizations to work Wurstfest, to have the concession stands there and serve food. All that money that when you come and have a great meal with these guys, that money is staying right back here in New Braunfels and being used here in New Braunfels.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that it's a nonprofit, and a lot of the money stays here and goes back to scholarships and things like that, and here in New Braunfels.
What a great thing! What a great thing! And you guys don't look old enough to be grandpas.
I had my first grandson a year ago, so I'm pretty proud of that.
And I have 6 grandchildren.
You have 6?
Goodness gracious.
I have 2, but they're in their 20s, so, you know.
I mean, Opa's just a term we use for
an endearing term.
Yes,
an endearing term. Well, we haven't heard anything from David over there. You're David, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what, David? Just talk about anything you want to talk about. It's just fine with us. If you want to talk about sports, we can talk about football.
Well, to expand upon the Opa's involvement, you know, Wurstfest is only 10 days a year. But during those 10 days, it's a real going, Jesse. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts and pieces. There's a lot of activity which occurs. So the event may only go for 10 days a year, but there's about 355 days of planning and running the logistics and all the backroom stuff that makes the operation of Wurstfest seem so seamless. And we're really proud of that event. You know, we try to provide a family-friendly atmosphere. Kids 12 and under are free. There's very few venues that you can go to that's generous with it. And we really are trying to cater to the crowd that includes the grandparents and the parents and the grandchildren. And it's really what we want to encourage to come. 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have a free admission. It's really a nice thing for the locals to be able to come out and enjoy and participate in Wurstfest and be able to save on their pocketbook. But we're just happy that people want to come. Our problem is sometimes too many people come. And we just like seeing all the smiling faces. When you work gates, you watch people walk in with high expectations and smiles. When you see them exit, you see them not disappointed.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to be a part of that.
Well said.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so Bob DiFonzo, our Grossa Opa, you have some special duties during Wurstfest. We know we can find you out and about. Tell us where we can find you and what you'll be doing.
Well, my job is to make sure that the folks that enter and come into Wurstfest have a good time. And so I will personally, and my wife and I, and Miles and Susan, his bride, we will be out and about and mixing with the crowds. We want to intermingle with them. We want to talk to them. We want to laugh with them. We want to show them and make sure they're having a good time. And if they find me, obviously you can see my feathers on my hat.
Oh, you won't be able to
design.
miss him. Yeah.
That's by design. We want people to come up and say hello. I've got a special little button that I will give folks that come up and shake their hand and give them a nice button from the festival. And really, it's just going out and having a great time, showing them what New Braunfels really is all about, and the community that we live in.
We have a lot of locals that put it on our calendar. We go every year, and then we have a lot of people that come in from out of town to experience the 10-day salute to sausage. Miles, if you could tell us a little bit about what people can expect when they come to Wurstfest. What are they going to see there? What are they going to hear? What are they going to smell? What are they going to eat?
Well, we got our brand new building now. We're so proud of that. And we've got a lot of good food there. We've some new stuff that was out last year, but it's still a very popular thing. It was a Rubentaschen. It's a very unusual. It's a pita that's on a rye bread that we made a Reuben sandwich out of it. It's a very tasty sandwich. And then you still got all your favorites as potato pancakes, sausage on the stick. You're going to have all that smell from those sausages being cooked. As you know, we turned the tent around now. It's just the whole thing just really came together after our fire, and we're very proud of that. And so that's some of the stuff you'll see there.
And a shameless plug, I will be working at the Comal County Senior Citizens booth,
Very nice.
the foundation there. So come by and get some German potato salad and schnitzel and say hi to me when you come by. And you might enjoy hearing some, maybe just a little bit of polka music. Alex Meixner, you play just the entire 10 days, right?
Actually, I'm only there for the first 6 days. So I'm there for the opening ceremony for the biting of the sausage in the Wurst Hall. Then the Alex Meixner Band will be at the Big Tent Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Right. And it's been 23 years, and in those 23 years, I've been trying to get Tom Gillam to wear lederhosen. And
We're working on
play
it.
with us.
They make them in black, Tom.
Yeah, I have black lederhosen, and I think I have some that fit you. So
you just never know. And that's how I'll leave it. You
Show
just
off
never
that
know.
new figure.
We finally got to share a stage together a few months ago.
Yes, we did.
And we're inching him closer to the lederhosen. We could do something like. I know that he's from a city that happens to be represented in a World Series right now.
Yes, they are.
And
Who could that be?
If the team from Texas wins the World Series, maybe he should have to wear lederhosen.
Well, you'd have to explain to me, what is this World Series of which you speak? I don't understand the language. Is this German?
It's where they do touchdowns and rebound shots.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've seen that on the telly.
And they score goals. They score goals.
Oh, yeah. That's what happens.
Hey, look, I just got into football. Okay, so at my tender age, I just figured out football. The whole thing when I was back in Philadelphia last week, and it was the talk of everybody, and I just was like, I don't know. I'm just figuring out football and touchdowns. So, but the Wurstfest, this is something that I heard about before I even moved here.
Oh yeah,
which was 16 years ago, and everybody talks about it, and everybody that's visited here. And just so you know, I played Germany a lot, and the Germans come to New Braunfels and to Texas, and they come to Wurstfest and they enjoy themselves, almost like they do at the Zwiebamat in where is that? In somewhere in Germany.
It's not
where I
here.
played.
It's
No,
not
it's
here,
not.
no.
No, that's the Onion Festival. But nothing better than a salute to sausage. And Miles, you own Granzins, right?
Yes.
Which would be a lot of sausage there, right?
Yeah. That's actually the barbecue place, yeah.
Okay.
But we still do
We
sausage.
still do sausage.
yeah.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
yes. I got to figure all this stuff out, even though I've been here for 15 years. I got to figure out my way of going like, yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, football was a lot for you. Let's
was
just take it one step at a time.
Okay.
One step at a time.
Lederhosen's is the logical next step. And that's
Exactly.
what it really comes down.
Alex,
We
you-
should start a petition.
Tom's
Maybe an
like,
online.
I thought I didn't like him.
if you want to petition me to do it, then we'll have to try that. I don't know.
All the
I
love
mean,
and
but then
attention
again,
would be on you, Tom.
Well-
We know how you love that.
And that is true. I am starved for attention, and I did wear spandex and guy liner in the '80s. So who knows?
That was
All of a
last
sudden,
week.
leather is not a far step away from this. And all the other cool kids are doing it. As you can see, Miles, Bob, and David.
Yes.
You guys look
Not-
fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
Not
Very
just all the
festive.
Opas. Everybody. One of the things that's great is that all the people attending. A lot of people get into the spirit. If it's not full Lederhosen and Dirndl, they are getting hats. They're getting pins. They're getting all that stuff. So we get all into the flavor of this.
Well, the wonderful thing is we are filming this.
That's right.
Yeah, which it should be on our Radio MB website and all over social media. So you'll be able to see these wonderful outfits. You're
You're talking about me. You're talking about me, right?
Yeah, Rachel. I'm always talking about you, no matter what, good or bad.
Well, why don't we're going to give away a 4-pack of tickets, or maybe 2 pair coming up in just a little bit. But why don't we have Alex sing us out? We've got a sing along, and I think we should do it.
Sounds good to me.
What
Well,
do you
we're
think?
going to do the most important song that you will be hearing at Wurstfest. Every band is going to play Ein Prosit. And sometimes Bob will just break out in the middle of the crowd because as the Grosse Oper, this is the toast to good cheer. And it's Ein Prosit der Gemütlichkeit. But if you can't sing it in German, just say, I froze it, go fly a kite.
We'll do.
Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. 1, 2, 3, super! Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy.
Hoi, hoi, hoi!
Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy.
Hoi, hoi, hoi!
Prost!
Gross.
Well, thank you for coming in today. This is a highlight of my morning, absolutely. It's always good to see Alex Meixner. I know you're going to be out there rocking them. And great to meet you, Miles, Bob,
Thank you
and
for having
David. I got it. See, all I had to do was look at the paper, and that's why I have my glasses on, David.
And
He even
that's why it
has
says.
Oh, it's on his.
name tags.
That's why it says Tom on a piece of paper right there, because he forgets that too.
Sometimes we forget things when you get to the tender age that I am, And you're going to be at the senior citizen tent, Rachel?
We'll be at
That'll
the
be perfect.
Senior Citizen Foundation booth, slinging potato salad. What did he say?
That'll be perfect.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't hear that. You're gonna get it, buddy.
Just kidding. I'll be there along with you.
Be slinging German potato salad and schnitzel and.
I love German
Yeah.
potato salad, and I'm so glad you guys came here today. This is a joy, and looking forward to Wurstfest, and looking forward to everything that goes on with it. So thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right.
The Americana